This is Rayburn Hare, joinwithme.life, day after day with Rayburn, just sharing my heart, I'm not a preacher, don't claim to be, don't want to be necessarily a preacher. I do love to teach, and so this is more than anything just my heart, trying to share my heart, trying to encourage you to seek the Father, to join with me. That's where the join with me concept comes, to join with me in seeking the Father. That's all. That's all this is. I want to start out with another statement. Most of our problems stem from an inability to answer the question, what do I want? What is it I want? It really is a penetrating question, and if somebody stops you in your tracks and says, "Hey, listen, what is it you really want?" Well, you may say, "Well, what do you mean? What is it? Do I want right this minute, or what is it that I want out of life?" I understand it can be a varied type question, but if somebody pins you down and says, what is it you want in life? What is it that really makes you, fulfills you? Or what is the meaning? What is it you really want? Well, I would say to live a life of meaning, the only way to live that life of meaning is to live it in truth. Truth about God. I was watching a movie recently. They were playing a game, Truth or Dare. They asked the question, teenage girl, asked her a question. What is it you want? And she said, she asked her question, what is your greatest fear? What is your greatest fear? She made the statement, to live my life without any meaning. Well, wow, I think that's an incredible thought, inward thought, because I would kind of concur with that, because I want to have meaning. I want my life to have a purpose and direction, and I would say that the only way that can ever happen is God. I believe you have to start with God, because He is truth. And I read something recently that says the only way that I can truly know myself is to know God. So you know, and by the way, the Scripture says my heart's deceitful. I can be fooled by myself, but if I know God, and if I start with truth, then I can begin to have meaning or direction or understanding about life. I would say someone that doesn't know God through His Son, Jesus Christ. We would call that person lost. We'd call them an unsaved person. I'd say that's really someone not being or going where they want to go. By the way, you can be lost and not know it. We could talk a lot about directions. Anybody that knows me knows I'm very directionally challenged. And I've been lost before. Been lost in the woods, lost hunting, lost traveling, lost running. I've been lost a number of times. And didn't know it at times. The question is, what happens when you do know it? What do you do about it? What direction do you take? Now, if you got a good GPS, if you lose signal, you're in trouble, but I rely on my GPS and I trust it. But in life, a GPS doesn't tell you where to go. Only God can answer those questions. I believe, because He's truth. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am everything that you need. I want to live in truth. This is Rayburn Hare, joinwithme.life, a time we call Day After Day with Rayburn. Thank you.